Okay, Craig again. Question and answer time. Um, are you telling me I should not believe my thoughts? Oh boy. Big package, lots of untying. Um, the simplest thing is, given that there's a bunch of people out there that are obeying their thoughts and you think they're doing bad things, Jeffrey Dahmer, Nazis, misogynists, Republicans, right to lifers, vegans, carnivores, whatever it is, I am fairly certain that as a human being, you can look out there and find a group of people, a person who are acting in alignment with their thoughts that you're like, you should change those thoughts. And it's why should I change these thoughts? And it's like, because they're wrong, because they're bad. Technically, it's like because they are leading to events or things that happen in life that I personally don't want to have in the world. I do not want there to be misogyny in the world. I do not want there to be Nazis in the world. I do not want there to be vegans in the world. You know, Hare Krishnas. I don't want there to be Hare Krishnas in the world. Therefore, you should stop following the thoughts that lead you to that. So that's an easy thing to see in somebody else. In yourself, it's probably pretty easy for you to look at certain thoughts. It's really easy for you to look at certain thoughts and say, I should not act on those. If you're a parent, for me, you're not really a parent until you're looking at your child full of love. That is definitely your child, the fruit of your loins, and you want to kill them or at least hurt them a lot. You haven't really gotten to the sort of, I don't know, the refined experience of being a parent until you've gotten to that point and hopefully gone through it and not done anything. But you can be very clear that little Johnny or little Heidi or whatever her name is doing something and you just, and you're quite clear in your head, no, do not follow those thoughts. Do not follow those emotions. That would be a bad thing, both for you and for the little child. This is not a thought or a feeling that you want to alignment as your definition of the way I want things to be, the way I want to be. Tons of those in all of us. They're all the time. So then you get into the thing of like, oh, but I'm happy with these thoughts. And that's totally cool too. If you're happy being a vegan, then by all means, continue on your vegan way. For me, that's what a lot of it is. It's just like, oh, are your thoughts, are your beliefs, are your emotions, how you interpret them and how you take action on them, are they giving you the life that you want to have? And if they aren't, then you may want to think about changing them. And yeah, so for me in dojo, there is that is Bella. Hang on a second. Shut up! One example of how to stop a dog from barking. Not the only way. It's short, it's effective. I feel a little bit bad about yelling at the little teeny tiny poodle. And she stopped barking. So the difficulty is that there is, from a dojo perspective, there is self. Then there's the box of self, okay, the values that you use to construct your reality. That box of self is going to generate the thoughts, the interpretation of what's outside, the interpretation of what's inside, what that means, and what action should be taken, and what thoughts should arise. Your box of self is creating all of that for you as a point of consciousness to experience. So should you believe your thoughts? From my perspective, thoughts in and of themselves, whether they're mine or somebody else's, do not inherently mean that I should believe them. Especially the ones that come. I am more stepping back from believing about my thoughts than I am about other people's thoughts. Yeah, and I think there's probably a non-dojo point of view that you are your thoughts and that you should believe them, and that if you don't believe them, you're in denial or something like that. But in Dojo, it's just like, oh, this is my box of self, historically defined, and it looks out there. It out of the greater reality, it picks out something, identifies that as a something, and because it's historically based, there are thoughts, emotions, feelings, meaning making, somatic experiences, all kinds of things based on your box of self. And yeah, simply believe in the thoughts that give you more of the life that you want. Don't engage with the thoughts that are not giving you the life that you want. And you may want to ask on somebody's outside point of view, looking at those and saying, is the meaning making I'm making about this, does that seem sensical to you? Pick somebody that you value their opinion. So, and oh, for God's sakes, if somehow, if I haven't answered your question, shoot me back something in all caps and say, yeah, blew it. Or, or no, 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 no. That was amazing what you said, but you didn't answer my question. And try to reformat your question, because I have my own blind spots. So, okay, I'll call that a take, a cut, a print. I don't know. There's some term that I should know, but I'm just going to stop it.